this is literally like my sixth time trying to make this video because either something interrupts me or it just like stops, like my phone stops it because my phone sucks. And yeah. So if I seem like really tired or drained, it's because I am. And I'm sorry. My next video, I'll be a lot more happier. But I'm just really irritated by my phone right now. Okay, number 1. You went from girl to boy or boy to girl, and how did you do it? I am girl to boy, and I am in the process of my transition. First, I came out, and then I cut my hair, and then I got clothes that made me feel comfortable with myself, and then I changed I changed my pronouns and stuff in the first place, but it just took everyone a lot of time to get used to it and my name. But yeah. And I'm at the point where I'm gonna see where I stand with starting hormones and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. Number 2, how do most people react when they find out you're trans? I've had some people, like, just straight up be rude about it. I mean, some people, when you live in Texas and you live in a pretty small town, there's people that are really close-minded, and then there's people that are pretty, like, oh, like, accepting and supportive, and they're just like, whatever floats your boat. But, I mean, I get a mixture of good and bad. It just depends. I don't know, it just varies from person to person. What has been the hardest transition for you? Physical, social, or mental? Probably between physical and mental, because they dysphoria is like a mixture of both for me. Dysphoria is like with my body, and that's physical, but I'm like, my mind is making me all depressed about it, so it's kind of like goes back and forth. Has anyone in your family not accepted you? Yes. 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 My dad hasn't. He's a douchebag about everything. He doesn't accept me, support me, respect me, any of that kind of stuff. Most of his side of the family doesn't. I mean, the only person that does is my grandma, and I think for the most part, she accepts me or supports me because she raised me. Like, back and forth between her and my mom, she raised me a lot and took care of me a lot, so I think she just really doesn't want to lose me. But yeah, my dad's side of the family, they don't really, and then my mom's side of the family, they're better about it. Was/is it easy being open about it? At first, I didn't like being open about it because I just didn't want to get rejected, and I don't know, I just didn't, like, I was going through a lot already, so I just didn't want to deal with feeling like I didn't belong, I guess, in a way. I don't know really how to say it, but, yeah, at first, it wasn't easy being open about it, and, yeah. Now it's fine. I like educating people about me being trans, or for me, how it works, or just educating them about the trans community in general. I mean, it makes it, like, I've been out for basically 3 years now, so I've come a long way from where I was, and, it's become way easier for me to be open about stuff. I mean, I'm making a video about myself being trans, pretty much, so you get the idea. How did your family take you coming out? Kind of already said this, I think, when I was talking about, like, who accepts me and who doesn't. My mom she took it fine. I mean, she just asked me some questions about it at first, and then she was just like, well, I love you and accept you and support you and stand behind you no matter what. So as long as you're happy, I'm happy. And then her side of the family, it took them, and it's still taking them some time to understand it, but they accept me. Like, at first, they didn't really know, like, what it meant to be trans, so they didn't know if they should accept it or not. I don't know. It was kind of like, to me, it seemed like that. I mean, they'd probably tell you different, but my dad, he's never accepted me or anything. His side of the family, they don't really accept me, and I don't mind that because I'm never around them and I don't want to be around them. So I didn't even want to be around them before I came out. So I mean, yeah. When you date people, how do they react? I usually tell people, even if I'm just friends with them, that I'm trans. Like, when I first meet someone, I let them know that I'm trans, because I've had people that have, like, blown up on me, like, been explosive on me because I didn't tell them, like, when I first met them, that I was trans, and they get really mad about it, so I just choose to tell people, like, right when I meet them. And plus, I don't have a problem with being open about it like I used to. So I just kind of I'm just like, hey, I'm trans. And yeah. And when I date people, I only date people that accept me and support me and, like, stand behind me. Just like I would stand behind anyone that I dated. And my girlfriend now is really supportive and accepting and stuff like that, so I'm really lucky to have her in my life. Love you, Marissa. How hard was it to come out, and what were your fears? Oh, it was really hard to come out. I mean, like, I knew I had to, and I needed to, but in a way, I was just so scared of being rejected. My biggest fear was being rejected by my mom, and I was so afraid of being rejected by my mom that I just was like, if I wouldn't have had the friend that I had that night to push me to just do it, then I probably wouldn't have come out. I mean, I would have eventually, but I wouldn't have as, like, soon. Like, I would have, like, I don't know. It's complicated. But my biggest fear was being rejected by my mom, because she's a big part of my life. And although we've had our ups and downs, she's still my mom. I mean, yeah. Do you have to deal with people who have negative opinions, and how does it affect you? Yes. There are plenty of people I have to deal with on, like, a day-to-day basis with negative opinions about trans people, or even the LGBT community, or just the trans... I don't know. There's just, like, tons of negative opinions that come to... I don't know. I deal with a lot of it, and I mean, I don't have to deal with a lot of it, but I hear a lot of it, and, like, I swear, at least every day, or, like, all the time, I see either on social media or in school, someone goes, no homo, bro. Like, gay people are great. Why don't you want to be gay, man? Like, gay people, I love gay people. I love anyone that's different and expresses themselves as who they are. Like, that's awesome. And I love anyone. I love everyone. And I hate when people are like, no homo. I'm not gay, though. Like, okay. Thank you for announcing it, dude. But, yeah, it doesn't really affect me, because it used to affect me, and I used to be rude back to people that had negative opinions or comments about it, but now I just educate people if they choose to listen, and if they do, then they get a lesson from Sam. I just talked in third person. That's cool. How did support from your friends and family help you? It helped me a lot. I mean, I probably wouldn't be alive without my friends and family right now, because I used to be in a really low place in life. Like, it was bad, and if I wouldn't have had my friends and family, I really just wouldn't be here right now. So I'm really thankful for all of them. All of you guys, because I know there's friends that are probably going to be watching this. Do you use the guys' bathroom, and do you want a penis? I do use the guys' bathroom in public places, but not at school, because it's pretty disgusting. I mean, like, it smells disgusting. No one wipes the pee off the toilet seat. No one flushes the toilet. Like, it's like, oh, it's just gross. Like, there's no soap in the bathrooms either at school, so, or, like, in the guys' bathrooms at school, there's no freaking soap, so it's just gross. But, like, in public places, they go to the guys' restroom. Do I want a penis? No. I mean, for me, sex doesn't define my gender. It just doesn't. I mean, it'd be easier to pee. But, I mean, otherwise, nah. I'm alright for now. Unless they perfected the surgery for it, then I'd be cool with it. I'd be like, sign me up. But for now, no. You never want to be half-assed about putting a body part on you. Like, that's just weird. If you just put a body part on you and it's not good. Like, if it's not a good, decent surgery, you don't want to do that to yourself. Or I wouldn't want to do that to myself. Okay. There's like only 2 left, so I'm like, oh, if this video actually turns out good, then I'm so happy. When did you figure out you wanted to be a guy? I didn't really figure it out, but I did figure out when I wanted to come out, because my friend kind of helped me come to the realization that I needed to come out. And so I figured out I needed to come out, because I wouldn't have been happy if I didn't. So I came out. And I figured out it was really hard when I was little, because I didn't know, I thought something was wrong with me because I wasn't like the other kids. I was like, why do I have to wear these clothes when I'm a boy? Like, I just felt like, I felt so isolated and depressed, like sad, because I just felt so not normal. But yeah. Did you cut people off while you tried to figure things out for yourself? I cut negative people out of my life in the beginning of my transition, because I mean, I still cut negative people out, but I try and give those people a chance and explain, like, educate them about myself and being trans, like, the experience for myself. So I try and educate them before I just cut them off. But if they choose to be ignorant about it and don't listen to me, or just choose to keep being rude about it, then I just kind of but yeah, so that's it. If you have any more questions, or you want to, like, you're curious about anything else, or you want me to make a video about something, just let me know and I'll do it.